of tears and blood, but I think it's really fun. So I came to the US about 10 years ago, and my English was really poor at that time. So one day I went out for a haircut, and the stylist was an African American lady. And instead of haircut, I said, "Hey, give me a haircut." Come again, baby. Give me a haircut. And she was really amused. Ah, you're so cute, baby. You should find an executioner. You know, at that time, the word executioner was far beyond the boundary of my perception. So it wasn't until last year when I got a chance to visit our headquarters, and I met so many high-level executives, Haiphong, VP, Robin, and I was excited. And then when I came back, I told my teammates saying, "Oh, I met so many executioners." And my teammates said, "Oh, congrats, I mean, after so many years, you finally find those executioners to give you a haircut." And I guess they must have cut your head into 4 pieces, because that's why it's called headquarter. So when I received my English education, lots of words were taught very wrongly in the textbook. For example, instead of saying "go to the restroom," we were taught "go to the toilet," which sounds like a deep dive into the hole. You know? And we were taught the tofu should be called binker, but nobody said that. And we were taught the first time you met someone, you should say "how do you do," but it's never the case. I think the worst scenario is they taught the thing eraser rubber. And it was during my first midterm exam in my first semester. I raised up my hand and told the professor, "Hey professor, I forgot my rubber. Can I borrow the rubber from my neighbor?" And the professor was like, "Oh my god. It's way too early. Maybe you want to postpone that after the final." And also in the first semester, I was trying to find a roommate and put an advertisement. I wanted my future roommate to be like straightforward, like an open book, very plain, honest. So I wrote an advertisement saying, "I want my future roommate to be honest, straight." Which didn't sound like anything weird until like recently I opened. And then I want to describe myself because I'm very modest, very humble. So I want to describe myself as down to the earth. But I said that I'm a very down to the ground person. And these two things implicitly something, you know, like the bad experience maybe I had with my previous roommate. You know, I want honest straight, I was beaten down to the ground. And after a long time, I finally find my roommate, and of course, he's also Chinese, so he knows what I mean. You know? I think the most dangerous thing is to try to be creative with my poor English. So when some colleague got sick, people will type, "Hey, sleep well," you know, or "take some rest." I type, "rest in peace." You know, that's the reason I left my previous job. And I cannot tell the difference between "it's okay" and "you're welcome." The one is for "I'm sorry," the other is for "thank you," right? So when somebody steps on my foot, they say, "Oh, I'm sorry, sir." I said, "You're welcome." Which is a little bit creepy because it seems like you enjoy that and you should do it harder next time. During my grad school, I was doing a road trip with my fellows, and we want to stay a night in the motel. You know, outside the motel, there's always a sign showing, you know, no vacancy. So I want to confirm that. So I step into the front desk and say, "Hey, do you have any vaccine?" You know, the vaccine is like the flu shot or even drug, you know. And the front desk goes, "I'm sorry, sir. What should I call, please?" And I said, "You're welcome." Because he says, "I'm sorry," right? And so I think what's worse is I sometimes make two mistakes in one single sentence. Last year there was a World Cup in France, and the people were talking about soccer, so they asked about the Chinese soccer team. And we know it sucks because of the corruption, all the match manipulation and darkness. So I was trying to say those referees took a lot of bribes. But I made two mistakes in that sentence. I said those refugees took all the bribes. The refugees, like the people from Syria, Iraq, Lebanon, brides, the newly married girl. So my American colleagues were like, it doesn't sound like corruption. It sounds like American dream comes true. Being the Chinese slam dunk millionaire, right? Okay, so we all know we have two dummies in this office, right? I'm Lu, he is Li, and sometimes people cannot tell us from each other. So I have to explain. I am you, and he is I, which means you should be him. So we three can form the famous logo, Ubuntu logo. Sorry, this joke is too geeky. So talking about the last name, the last name is always put on the cup when I order something in the Starbucks. So when I enter Starbucks, the front desk will ask me, hey, what do you want? And I will normally order in a very traditional Chinese way. I don't know what is a croissant, what is muffin, what is a cupcake. I call them all bread, or even easier. I said, hello. I want this and this. Anything to drink? I look at the wall, the menu. I said, I want that. No, not that. No up, below. No. 1, 2, 3, the 3 one, okay? Thank you. And your last name, sir? I said, Lu. How to spell it? And I'm supposed to spell it with different words. But I have a very limited vocabulary, so how can I do that? I would only use the words I'm familiar with. So I say L as in Linux, U as in Ubuntu. I'm sorry, L as in what? Linux. How do you spell it? L as in Linux. Oh my god, this is evil, This is the infinite loop. Never have any exit condition in this recurrence. Find some other words. I said L as in loser, U as in ugly. That's too short. Can I also have your first name? I didn't receive any anti-harassment training, so I didn't know the short is like a little bit harassing. So I said, my first name is Daming. How to spell it? D-A-M-I-N-G. Oh my god, it's 6 letters. I don't have that large vocabulary. So I had to find the one fit all word. So it's D-A-M-I-N-G. D as in damn it, A as in amit, M as in mit, I as in it, N as in nit, and G as in god damn it. Oh my god, you're a genius! I said, why? Because I find the goddamn word. So talking about the names, I think many of you know our company name come from very famous ancient Chinese romantic poem. So the boy searched for the girl hundreds of times in the crowds, and suddenly after turn around, he finds the girl standing in the neon light. It's very romantic. But I have a question. What kind of girl could that be? Standing in the neon light. Mom told me the good girls should be in the classroom, in the library, in the office, training models. So what kind of girl could she be standing in the neon light? If they call secret model, maybe? Sorry, this is too fast. And sometime this year our stock price dropped below $100, and netizens joke about this, saying we should be called search tens of times instead of hundreds of times, which I think is the reason why we emphasize so much on AI. Because we only have these limited chances. We want to do it very smartly. And I'm a true believer of AI because I think AI really makes the world better. For example, during the lunchtime, I always sit in the table full of Chinese speaker, and once a native American speaker came around, like a professor entered the classroom, nobody wants any eye contact. Everybody lower their eyes to the table. And you don't want to know where the professor, you don't want to see the professor, but you still want to know where the professor is. So you want to locate him. So instead of using both eyes, I use AI. All right. And then I had eye contact with the professor, and then he came to our table. We all switched to English. We talked, a lot. We practiced a lot. We learned so much things about Chomsky's work when he was in MIT, and he's very knowledgeable. Everybody was happy. So I think that's how AI makes things better. This is not a sarcasm. This is a suggestion. We should all mix up and use English, practice it. Because I lost my previous job, due to my poor English. So talking about okay, sorry. Let me rephrase. So one important area of AI is NLP, which is natural language processing, which I think is the most useful part. And we have lots of NLP experts around us, which I think is bravo, splendid, superb. Because one girl said, "Hey, Dami, I never met any guy who is more creepier than you. I want to immediately know whether she means good or bad." And that's called sentiment analysis, right? Because otherwise I might, make some mistake like harassment. Okay, talking about harassment. That is the best topic. So I wanted to first thank our lovely HR team. They always arrange the great course, anti-harassment training. This year the course is gorgeous, full of videos. I learned a lot, taking notes, redo the homework, and then watch the video very carefully. Got very high score. So thanks to the HR team. But one thing I noticed is that after the training, instead of the right answers, I remember those harassment bad scenarios the most clearly. Like the manager said, "Hey Monica, there's a promotion position, and you're on the top of the candidate list. So maybe you want to show how eager you want this position." I was like, wow, this is how American flirt. That's called harassment. Look at the word he used, eager. So gentle, so soft, so implicit, yet cunning, malicious, and lethal. You know when the last time I used the word eager? It was in TensorFlow eager, training the model. And of course, it has nothing to do with Victoria's Secret model. So, as I learn more and more English, I find many words very interesting. One word is called procrastination. I know many of you are like me. We know exactly how it looks like, what it means, but at least to me, I just learned how to pronounce it this morning, thanks to Miranda. And that's literally procrastination, right? And it's so long. Why so long? Even the Starbucks girl know I like being short, simple and stable. Simple and reliable, sorry. Common slogan. Another word I like is deserve it, because it can be used in good and bad cases. For example, my paper got accepted in ACL. Oh, congratulations, you deserve it. My paper got rejected by NIPS. I'm sorry to hear that, but you deserve it. Because you waste all your time playing football with your coworkers and doing trash talk. So I think that's why the PhD thesis is called a dissertation. After so many years of hard work, whether it's good or bad, you deserve it. And truth be told, I spent many nights practicing this talk show. So whether you like it, I think I deserve it. Thank you so much. And tonight I can finally rest in peace.